Hello, boys and girls, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode of Attack of the B Team, and I hope you're feeling very evil today. Yes, we are back, and I am starting to make the castle very slowly, but I am very slowly getting there. Man, this just takes so long. So I decided I was gonna fill this whole area in with dirt. And then I thought, well, you know, we want underground cellars, we want, like, torture areas and cool things like that, so I'm going to leave the underground area open. So that way I've got to dig it out, and we can just kind of build around it. Another cool idea I came up with is that around this area we have a lot of entrances to big old caves. And there's one specifically just over here. Yeah, this one. This one leads right down. And there's also another one here, I believe, that goes down that way. And what I was thinking with doing with these is actually having walkways going through them. So they'd kind of look like dodgy, damp caves. We'd keep the look of the cave so it looks all jagged and horrible with all these vines coming down and stuff, all the roots. And with that, they could lead into like horrible dungeons of unexplicable horror. Yes, there'll be things down there that no man would ever want to see. So we'll do that. I think that'll work. Yeah. Now, except for that, I haven't really done much because I've just been working on getting all this laid out. I've made the surrounding around it, it's just a big square, basically. So we have a big 67 block square. Each side is 33 with a 1 block centre and a 33 on the other side. So this will be the first. So we'll have 33 going on there, 33 going on there. When I go to build, I generally like to have one centre point. I know some people like to have a double centre point, so they'll have like a small square, but I prefer to have a single centre point. I just find it easier for building. I don't know why. Like, I know Dude Art much prefers to have a double centre point, like a square centre point. I just prefer the single. So, that is as far as we've got today, but I want to start looking at this graveyard. Yes, because we were saying that we want some amazing fan art from people, and oh my god, I've already got loads. I was thinking like, oh, we'll show one off every episode, but I've already got loads, so we'll have to go with 2 to try and keep up with the demand. And that means there's going to be a big old graveyard that we're going to have to make, and we're going to make it over there. So how this is going to work, if I take you out here a little bit, and we'll just go over here, I'm going to do this. My inventory is full of rubbish from doing all this. So, if we go up here and have a look. Now, oh man, we're going to have to go up, aren't we? Have I got any, like, regular stuff? We use this dead wood because it's fairly useless. Yeah, this will do the trick. Let's go up here, and then I can show off a little bit better. Let's build some dodgy stairs. Cool, that'll do the trick. Alright, so, let's go a little bit up here. There we go. So, round here are going to be giant towers. Yes, I've already kind of planned out how I want it to look. There's going to be a side tower that comes out a little bit. Then over in the middle, we're going to have a giant mansion area on that side, the far side, that will kind of breach through the middle a little bit, and that will overlook the back area over there. Now, that is going to be like a really cool outlook to look at the cold area and the dead trees and the graveyard that's going to be within that forest area. I think it's going to be awesome. Someone even said to build like a moat around it of lava. Now, that sounds so funky. But I've got to figure out the terrain, because I don't think going down onto a lava mountain going across would work. It needs to probably be higher than that. So whether I flatten some of this out, I don't know, but that's a lot of stuff to be doing. Now, we'll also have more towers. We'll have the side areas. I've got to build the actual walls up. I haven't built the walls. I've just done... I've made it so that no mobs can get in there, so I can build and not have to worry about getting my ass handed to me by bad guys. So that's pretty much what we've done. Alright, let's go grab some bits, and we'll make our way to where the graveyard is hopefully going to be made. And I'm going to grab a couple of other things as well as throw a load of junk away. So we don't need all of this while we're doing graveyard duties. So we'll throw all the dead wood and things like that in there. And we're probably going to make a couple of machines today just to help me out, I think. And I'll have a sleep because we are going to be going outside of the walls. Yes, we'll be going to the other side. So, oh my god, there is a zombie out there dying. Please, please. Don't die on me. Well, actually, no, please die. You're making so much noise. Alright, so we want some stone. Done. We want some stone bricks. Probably use those. Some cobblestones, really good. And we're going to want ourselves some gravel. I haven't decided on the gravel yet. We'll play with this. And we're going to want ourselves some... I'm going to want you. I'm going to want some sticks. I'm going to want some iron. And can I remember the recipe for this? So is it like this? Yeah, hammer. Cool. Okay. I think that will do. Let's go over here and we'll grab a little bit more cobblestone from here. Cool beans. Okay. And we've got enough walls. So, let's make our way out to this area and we'll check this out, shall we? Yes. And I'm going to box that up just in case we're a little bit laid back and we all the bad guys get in. Hopefully they won't know because they're all going to come and try and eat me because they like to eat my brains. Oh, that reminds me. Check this out, whether it's still there. I got myself a funky hat. How cool is that, guys? That is amazing. I am loving this. This is part of the hats mod, so if you want to go and put yourself on a funky hat, you can push. Actually, with the new update, because you'll find that they've just had a little update just to tweak things to make it that little bit more, you know, compatible. You can now actually push H, so they fixed the key bindings to go and grab yourself the hats, which is awesome. I was looking for some evil hats. They had like a wizard's hat, but unfortunately, the wizard's hat was like such. You know, it looked too whimsical and happy. Whereas we want the evil dark scientist look, yes, because we're here for your brains. Now, this area, I believe, is going to be over here. Yes, the graveyard will be here. We've got some water, so it'll kind of look nice. And the area with the big towers and stuff in the main mansion is probably going to be like there. So it makes sense to have it overlooking down here. I think that's going to work. Now, the way we're going to do the graveyard is I'm hoping to be able to use the gravel for the grave, and then if we use the chisel, like this, for pathway, I was going to use these guys, this cobblestone, damaged cobblestone tiles, and I think they look really good for a pathway block. I think that could look, you know, I think that could work. So, should we make our first grave? I think we should. There's going to be a lot of work involved in this to try and get it, you know, looking good. And I'm probably going to have to flatten this area out so that, you know, graveyards are generally flat. Well, unless we go for a real unorthodox graveyard, but normally they're flat. Oh, my shovel for that. Yeah, and we'll have to, you know, dig out all the trees and stuff like that. I was thinking of getting a big monument in the middle. Yeah, like a giant gargoyle or something like that. A Hydra of types. Or a big Frankenstein. I think that could work and look very funky indeed. Alright, so. Let's get rid of all this. Good stuff. So if we had it starting, say, here. And we'll put down you. Alright. And around here could be the entrance to our graveyard. How does that sound? And then we'll have it come off over here and up here. I think that'll work. And then we can go off over that way. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to have to get rid of some of these. I'm going to have to build over some of the water though. But look how cool that little hay man looks. Isn't that funky? I love how they just randomly gen. Like, that's so funky. Alright, here we go. So, our entrance will be around here somewhere, and then we'll have a walkway going in, which we're going to use our chisel on for our funky blocks. We want these guys. Gives us 29, and I'm hoping these are going to look good. Like, I kind of think they are. And I'd want an arch, because we always have big arches, don't we? So if we're going to have an arch, it means we're going to need a central point, and then go off of that. Actually, this one's probably going to have to be a double point. So, yeah. Because we'd want the walkway to come out, wouldn't we? So if we had huge stone. So, if we had that there, and that there, and that there, that gives that this area to get into the graveyard. Yeah, I think that'll work. Alright, so, cobblestone. Oh man, that just looks so funky, doesn't it? And these guys can come out like this. Going off around here, somewhere. And this will lead to the first patch of graves, yes. For you funky guys who have sent in your stuff. Let's build it a bit more over here. Yeah, I think that will do. And have we got more cobblestone on us? Yeah, we've got loads. Let's go and craft some more of these funky blocks. So we'll throw in our cobblestone. We'll grab these guys. There we go. I love how this guy doesn't take damage either. That is so good. Alright, here we go. So, that will be that, and that will lead into our graveyard of utter doom and despair. And we'll lay these down. Hopefully, they'll get the grass back on them anyway, won't they? So it won't look that bad. And as far as that, I think that looks good. Our stone bricks, if we was to use stone bricks, would come up here, but I think they look maybe a little bit too happy. Like, I know it sounds silly, but they do kind of look quite bright and happy, don't they? So we might have to... I wonder if I can use the chisel on these to make them look a little bit more evil. We could use the moss and those. Let's do some of this. So if we grab those, and we'll grab the moss ones. I think this could work. So if we had it like cracked like that, and then we can have this one on this side. We could build like a kind of mossy, cracked type thing. I think that will work. Coming up like this somewhere. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and that can go around, can't it? We can do that type of thing. That'll work. And we'll have some metal bars to make it look a bit more evil. So, when we come in, we want our graves to be down here. And the first grave is probably going to be there, I think. Yeah. Or we can have them actually... Nah, because they don't touch, do they? Like, if they haven't touching, it looks a little bit weird, I think. Or we could have it touching. Would it look good having it touching? I don't know. I want to use gravel for the grave, so... No, I prefer them not touching. I think that looks a little bit weird if it's just touching the side of the road. You don't generally build a grave on the side, do you? Cool! Alright, well, today, obviously, we have 2 bits of fan art to show off. Yes, we do. So I'm going to prepare these, and we'll use stone, I think, will be good. So let's throw down one there, one there, one there. One there, one there, one there. And... okay. Get rid of you. Cool. Okay, and we're going to need some wood, so actually I'll cut this whole guy down. So we'll grab all of your lovely wood. Thank you very much, new players. I love how quickly the trees just disappear in this. It's so handy. Alright, let's grab ourselves a crafting table. And we'll remember not to leave this here, because it could look a bit weird if it's just left here, but you know, it does the trick. And we'll grab some wood. Let's give us some signs. There we go. So the first one today, which will flash up on the screen right about now, they're all pretty much castle-based for our funky evil castle of doom. Yes. The first one coming up is by Ms. Minecraft, popping up at you right now. Check that one out. Looking pretty nice, hand-drawn, loving it. We've got loads of lightning and things like that. And gravestones, yes, for this area. Oh, it's so good. So, Miss Minecraft, you've claimed yourself a grave. The second one is by Jason KC, and he's also done the same type of thing. We've got a picture of a big castle. We've got dragons in there. Wow, dragons. Well, we've got a dragon egg. That means we could probably get ourselves some dragons for our castle. Yes, guardian dragons. You can't get much eviler than that. But thank you very much, Jason KC, coming in. You've also claimed yourself a grave in the Garden of Doom. Yes, I don't even know if I'm going to call it that, but it suits for the time being, doesn't it? Alright, so we'll grab our hammer, and I was playing around with this, and to be honest, I don't think it makes a difference if you put the name in it. We'll do it anyway, but I don't think it makes any difference at all. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? Yeah. So, there's that one. So we'll sculpt. Look at that. The second one goes to Mr. Jason KC. Let's throw that one in, shall we? And I'm going off your Twitter names here that were sent in, so yes. Sculpt. Look at that. Look how cool that looks. And we'll throw down the headboards. If only we had the signs that were like stone. Can we get stone signs? Oh, we can. That is so funky. Alright, well, for the time being, we'll use wood, and I'll switch it out for Huh, that's weird. I'll switch it out for stone ones at a later date, but the first one's going to go down here, so we'll have a rest in peace. Yes. There we go. And this one goes to Ms. Minecraft. Cool. I'm liking it. Bam. And the second one will go to the awesome Jason. KC. Look at that, guys. Oh, doesn't that give you an eerie feel with all these dead trees around us and the graveyard taking shape? It's amazing. Oh, I love it. Especially when it gets to nighttime. This time of day, it looks so good. So good. Cool, let's grab this. And I think for today that will do with our graveyard. So I'll work on getting the rest of this done, and then we'll find a focal point and things like that. But it's starting to take shape slowly. Next episode we'll throw off another 2. I've already got the next 2 to show in the next episode, so be ready for those. And if you have any that you'd like to send in and get featured on the amazing Attack of the B Team, you can do that by going onto my Twitter and linking me via there, or you can send them to wtfgeeks@gmail.com. That's geeks with 2 E's, not 2 3's. There's also a link in the description section for you to do so. How cool is that? Yeah. Cool. Alright, well, let's make our way back here, and we'll start thinking about how we're going to do this. So I think I'm going to take a quick break, and I'm going to go do a little bit of mining, because I need to get some lead. Now, lead is from Thermal Expansion. It's very easy to get your hands on. There was some around here. I'll quickly show you. Oh, somewhere around here. You'll generally find it with silver, actually. But somewhere around here I saw some lead that I need to gather. Yes! Please, Mr. Man, go away and die. Oh, he's already dead. He's a zombie, isn't he? Alright. Yeah, lead. This is lead. Cool. So I'm going to do some mining, guys. I'm going to grab some lead, some redstone, probably some silver. And I'm going to, we're going to make a quick contraption that's going to make it easier for us to craft all the stuff we need. And then we'll start looking at planning out the towers. I think that's going to be cool. I shall see you very soon. Alright, we're back. And I am in the middle of smelting up some of my ores so that we're good to go with this. I think I need a little bit more gold as well. So let's start smelting up a little bit more gold, shall we? Yeah, I think that's a thing. Alrighty then, so the first thing we're going to need is one of these, a machinist's workbench. So we're going to need some crafting tables, we're going to need paper, we're going to need some copper. We can either make a strong box, which is a chest with tin around it, 4 bits of tin. So it really makes no difference, because either way you're going to use the tin. But, you know, we've already got wood and tin and stuff like that, so I think we're fairly decent. We're also going to need another crafting tabler. So we'll grab that guy there, and we've got so much wood that really needs sorting out. I keep forgetting to add in inventory tweaks. Like every time. Alright, so we've got one of those. We want a chest. Grab us a chest. Want some tin. Let's quickly make this guy. So it's tin like that, gives us a strong box, and we're going to need a piece of paper. I started making some sugar canes outside, so we've got a decent amount of paper as well, so that's working fine. And we need 2 bits of copper. Kill beans. Alright, we can probably make this guy, so let's throw this one in there. Oh, why did you not work? Why? I'm pretty sure I have all the things. Yeah, there's that, and crafting tabler. Cool. Machinist workbench is the first thing that we're going to require. We're also going to need ourselves a... Should we do a redstone furnace? I think that's probably the best thing. Yeah, we'll do a redstone furnace as well. Why not? So, redstone furnace is around here somewhere doing its thing. So, we'll need bricks and things like that for that. Or, you know, we probably should have a redstone furnace, shouldn't we? Yeah, I think we probably should. All right, I'm gonna go grab some. I think we'll go grab some clay and stuff like that as well, and then we can do this guy. So let me go grab that, and we'll be right back again. Cool beans. All right, I have some clay. Let's get this guy cooking in our furnace like that. That will do the thing. Now the next thing we're gonna want to craft ourselves is also some steam dynamo. So we're gonna need 2 of these redstone guys, these transmission cores. So we need 2 bits of silver and some redstone. So that 4 bits of that good stuff, and 2 bits of silver. Oh, silver. Alright, we're gonna have to get some silver doing his thing. as well. That's alright, that's more than enough copper. Let's get the silver crafting. Cooking up. Yeah, liking it. And we're going to want all of these copper gears. So we're going to need 4 copper gears. And I believe the copper gears need iron for those. Yeah, they need iron. Cool. So let's make a couple of copper gears. We need 4, I believe. Yeah, 4. There we go. Loads of copper gears. We want 2 of you. So it was those with these things. Cool beans. And that is pretty much it. We just need another 2 bits of redstone. Ba-bam, ba-bam. And I think we're set. So let's do that. We'll grab 2 of these steam dynamos. They're going to be really helpful. We're also going to want to grab ourselves some energy conduits. Yes. We're going to want the regular ones though, just the bog standard. So lead, some leadstone, stuff like that. So we'll grab a stack of redstone. Why not? We'll grab the rest of our lead. We've got around here somewhere some glass. Yes, some glass. And with this, we'll be able to craft ourselves some of these guys. So I'll just make 12. Why not? We're not really going to be using any machinery in this, but this is just going to be so helpful for auto crafting. Yeah. Alright, so we've got our bricks. Let's craft these into these guys. Ba-bam, ba-bam. I think that's all we need, so we'll stop you doing your thing for the time being. And with this, we're going to make ourselves a redstone furnace. Yes. So we're going to need gold, we'll need all of this stuff again. Have I got it all on me? I think I might actually have it all on me. Unless we're going to need some more iron. So let's get iron to cook in as well. We're definitely not going to need any more silver from you, so we'll split the iron into here so we can get loads more iron coming out of here. Loving it. Cool beans. And what's the other stuff we're going to need? It's probably going to be handy to have a energy cell as well. So glass, lead, we need a block of redstone for that. That will come in handy, won't it? So we'll make one of those. There's you. Cool. And we need all of these things. Gives us one of these. Yeah, and we need a redstone conductive coil for that as well. Yeah, because this is only a frame, so we still need to do that. So we need some leadstone energy cell. It's going to need electrum. So electrum blend is going to be pulverized silver and pulverized gold. Alright, well we need a pulverizer to finish that off. That's not a problem. And I think I might just throw some of my stone stuff in here that we don't need for the time being, because we've got a lot of rubbish on us again. Yeah, that'll do. Kill beans. Alright, so let's grab our iron. There we go. And if we make our way to the redstone furnace, we want one of you. Oh, didn't want to do your thing. Let's try this again. Let's try it with you. There we go. Cool. We only want one of these, so we don't... So, you know, it's pretty cheap. And our redstone reception coil, we're probably going to want one of those as well. So let's grab you. That's only gold, so that's nice and cheap. Alright, there we go. 1 redstone furnace, 2 steam dynamos. Loving it. And we're going to want ourselves some cyclic assemblers. Yes. And for these, we're going to need tin gears. So we need... really, we're going to want 2 of these, which, you know, is fairly expensive, but it works for itself. So we'll need... What's that? Each one of these needs 2, so that's 4, 8. So we need 16 bits of tin, I believe. Yeah, 16 bits of tin. So we've got tin there. Aluminium, tin... We're probably going to need a little bit more tin, so let's get tin cooking as well in here. There we go. And this will be enough to make the first one, so that's alright, isn't it? And was it iron? Yeah, tin gears. Cool. Let's have a look at the recipe for these guys again. So 2 of those, we need another machine frame. We want ourselves another one of you. There we go. And we're going to want a chest. Let's grab a chest. Alright. Bam. We're 1 piece of copper short. Wow. That's a thing. Alright, we'll grab a cyclic assembler. Kill beans. Alright, well we've pretty much got all the stuff that we need. I really want 1 more of these before we call it, before we finish it off. I guess we could make a pulverizer in the meantime, but that means that we need some flint for that, and I currently don't have any flint on me. Nor do I have a gravel, I don't think. No. That's fine. We can just leave that not the end of the world. I can always carry on the leadstone energy cell later, so we can get the electrum for that. It's not a problem. But one more of these, and then we can make another one of these guys, and we should be fairly set. I remember we need copper for this, don't we, as well? So let's grab a bit of copper, and we can make both of these guys. So, once again, we're going to make 2 of you. We'll grab another frame. Loving it. And we'll make another chest. Cool. And one more of these. And that should do it. Alrighty then. So let's make our way over here and we'll give this a try and see if we can kind of get it working. I'm going to want the igneous extruder as well. We could actually make it here. Like, there's nothing wrong with making it here. It's just we've got so much cobblestone, it's just going to go everywhere, isn't it? Let's throw all this stuff in here. See if we can catch as much of it as we can. So I'm trying to keep ores in here, so that way it's, you know, kind of alright. You guys can go in there. Cool. Clay, glass. And you can go in there as well. Alright. So, let's give this a shot, shall we? See how much I can catch. Oh, we got like some of it. It's fine. We'll throw a load of it in here. There we go. That's alright. Cool. So, when the igneous extruder is done and it has made itself some lovely cobblestone, we want to go into the redstone furnace. Yes, we'll go into the redstone furnace like so. Once the redstone furnace is done, it will then cook the stuff up into stone. Then with the stone, it's going to go into a psychic assembler. Now, if we go over here, we're going to craft ourselves one of these guys. We need to make ourselves some schematics. So we're going to need some dye, and we're going to need some paper. We're going to need 2 schematics. So we're going to want 2 bits of dye, and I'm pretty sure I've got 2, haven't I? Because I had them in the last episode. And we're going to want some paper. Probably going to want a bit more paper as well. So we'll grab you. Giving us those guys. Thank you very much, Lee. So, was it this and 2 of those? Yeah, cool, blank plans. So the first plan that we're going to want is going to have to be stone. And the second one is going to be like so. If we go up here, we'll throw our first plan in there and we'll put our stone like that. And create that plan. Cool. Second one will look like this. So we want you like that, and that gives us the stone brick slabs. Cool. And they're now in there, so you can shift and it will show you what you've got, which is cool. So now that is finished, we kind of want it to. Oh man, all this stone! I don't need all this stone. So hard, and I don't think I have anything to pick it up with. That's fine. It's all good. And we also want our power to be around here somewhere, don't we? So let's just dig into here. So, want our these guys, want our pipes. So energy conduits can go there. We want our dynamos there, looking all funky and stuff. Should we throw down some switches to turn them off as well, so that way they don't use too much up? I think that could be a thing. At least that way, you know, we're keeping on top of our power and all that stuff. So we'll grab a couple of levers and throw them up there like that. Cool. And we'll set these so the redstone is high. Cool beans. So they'll only turn on when we flip the switch. So now we should be able to go and throw our coal in there. And we should find they probably won't do anything. We're also going to need some water as well, aren't we? So we'll put those in there like that. We're going to need some liquid, which means I'm going to need myself a... let's use a aqueous accumulator. So we're going to need all of you guys as well. Let's quickly craft these. So is it gold, iron, probably some copper somewhere down the line, maybe some silver. And we've got a load of tin from you. And our glass is always going to come in handy. Cool beans. Alright, so we want the aqueous accumulator, which means we want one of you. Bam, like that. Cool beans. Oh my god, zombies everywhere. I'm going to sleep. We'll let them do a burn. Actually, no, we'll help them burn because they're very loud when they decide they want to burn. Where are you? Come here. Come here. I'm going to give you a taste of my diamond sword, yes. Kill beans. Alright, so we've got one of those. Where is the other one? Where is the other one? What are you doing? Oh my god, there is millions of them. It's an invasion. How did you get on the roof? I thought I heard a torch up there. Oh, alright. So, alright, we're starting to do this again. So, want you guys, want the glass, want the tin, want a pneumatic servo. Means we're going to need some iron. We're also going to need some redstone. So, pneumatic servo. Grab one of you. Thank you very much, Lee. Cool. And we're also going to want ourselves a bucket. I think that could pretty much be it. Bam, there we go. Aqueous accumulator. I'm also going to need another bucket. And we'll take you. Oh, that also means we're going to need... Oh my god, there's so much stuff we need. We're going to need some fluid ducts, but we're going to need the opaque versions. Have I got the stuff to make these? We're going to need our lead, aren't we? So let's grab some fluid ducts. Opaque. Yes, I'll grab 6 because we're not going to need any more than that. Oh, righty then. And they can go behind here somewhere for the time being. Alright, this will work. So we'll throw the fluid ducts like here. There we go. And we want our aqueous accumulator there. Let's just build around this so we can put our water in there. Now we'll do the trick. Alright, first bucket of water coming right up. We'll grab you. Yeah. And you. Oh, nice. Did it not use our bucket up? Cool beans. Oh, I like that. So we'll put one bucket down there. Put another bucket over here. Like that. And we'll connect this guy up with the fluid ducts. Cool beans. They should now have some liquid in them. Hopefully, please. Yes, there we go. And if I switch... they'll turn on. Good stuff. Alright, so we've got that. Those guys are going to go into there. The stone will then go into our one of these guys, our cyclic assembler. Oh, I'm going to have to do it, aren't I? Although I really don't want to because the stuff's just going to go everywhere. Let's do this. Hold on. Ha 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 ha. You have nothing in you, do you? Here we go then. Eat. Wow, he managed to make his way through pretty much most of it before like giving up on life and yeah, deciding that he doesn't want to do that anymore. Here we go. You can have some more cobblestone for your troubles, I think. Cool beans. Alright, that'll do the trick. And then you can come back here. Yeah, cool. Alright, so cyclic assembler. Things will go into the cyclic assembler. And with the cyclic assembler, we then want to put inside our... which one do we want? We want this one to go in there. Cool. And you're going to need power as well. So let's give you a little bit of the old leadstone power. Bam. And then the next one is going to go here. And with here, we'll put that one in there. That's also going to need power, so that's going to work really well. And then we'll put down our chest, which should be left with the final product. Yes, I like it. And this will make loads of the slabs. Remember, the slabs can be placed on top of each other, so it's not really a worry about that. I'm happy with that. And if we switch this on, in theory, it should start working, hopefully. So that's doing its thing. Let's watch this and see if it all works. It's going to take a minute for them all to power up. But we should start seeing that the cobblestone is going to keep going into here. Cool. There we go. First bit's gone inside here. Obviously, we need quite a few. We need 4 bits for this to do its thing. But obviously, as it gets more power, it's going to go faster. So that's all good. So we'll get those. Hopefully, they're going to do their thing. There we go. It's going to go in there. And bam, stone brick slabs. Sweet! Alright, so that means I can carry on building this guy without having to worry about continuously making stone brick slabs. I've just got to make sure that we keep up with enough fuel for coal and all that good stuff. All the coal. and we can do this. And I've still got my deck chair for when I decide that I'm done and I just want to have a little sleepies. Cool beans. Alright guys, well I think we'll call that for this episode. The next thing we'll do in the next episode, I believe, is we'll show off some more channel art. Yes, some amazing channel art. Like I say, we've already got it. We'll carry on with the graveyard and get that looking very eerie and evil. And hopefully by that time I would have finished all this off and the walls, and we can start working on the towers, and then we'll start working on the evil caves and maybe get ourselves some new employees. Yes, how evil does that sound? Oh, that reminds me, I forgot to mention, we hit the 1,000 likes mark. How good is that, guys? Like, I was like, we're not going to hit the 1,000 likes mark. We've done it on the last 2 episodes. That is just redonkulous. I don't even know if we should have a goal for this episode, because 1,000 is just, like, unbelievable for me. So, yeah, let's just try and do it again, I guess. I'm not going to say, like, any more than... I don't want to jinx it. So, let's just try and do it. Let's just keep it up. Keep up the good work, guys. We're loving it. Sweet. Alright, have yourself a great day. Have a good one. And I'll see you guys soon. Alright, bye-bye.